I'm here with my newest little drone. These are 11 millimeter sized motors, and yeah, I've got a little 3D printed canopy. It's a toothpick style frame. I ordered off of CNC, what's it called? CNC Madness. I've got a few extra parts here. So here's a smaller version. I decided not to use this one. This is the 2-inch version, I think, right here. So that's the 2-inch version. Turn on some light. And yeah, I got the 2-inch version, my messy workbench, and this is like the 2.5-inch version, so just a little bit smaller. And yeah, so I had the 2.5-inch toothpick frame. It's called the Pickle Whoop, and it is, yeah, a free frame design. I got it cut and delivered, and then I got an all-in-one stack from Gap RC stable stack, and it's got a flight controller, ESC, and VTX, and it's capable up to 12 amps and 3S voltage. So yeah, I've got a 200 milliwatt VTX. Got a little Runcam ant in there, or is it Caddx ant? Yeah, I think it's a Caddx ant in there, and the 200 milliwatt VTX is 1104 size motors. So very flat profile props for now. I have some more aggressive props sitting around here somewhere. I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do with them. If I'm going to change the props, I got to kind of figure out the PID tuning and stuff on this motor KB and prop size. Sort of a careful balance. You get weird oscillations and vibrations sometimes. But yeah, let's see. My receiver is a Beta FPV Nano 900 megahertz, because I always rock 900 megahertz with the re-flashed R9 to Express LRS. So it's a DIY Express LRS transmitter, and that's great for long range mountain surfing. And the nano size receivers are so small that they even work on a Whoop. I use the same receiver on my 5-inch Freestyle. See it right there? See the little blue antennas sticking out? That's underneath all that electrical tape is a 900 megahertz ELRS receiver. And I actually use the same receiver even on my 7-inch long range. Well, that was first few packs. This little guy here. Motors are not warm, so that's good. I will have to play around with the video transmitter a little bit. As you'll see on the DVR, it wasn't super clean. Felt like maybe I was missing some frames. Obviously, a tiny little antenna like this kind of stinks, but should have been strong enough. Battery life isn't real great on the smaller 400 milliamp hour 3S battery that I was using. Okay, well, this is just lies. Tattoo, I don't know. They claim this is a 450 milliamp hour 3S battery, but Race Day Quad sells a 450 milliamp hour 3S battery, and they're not the same size. The ones from Race Day Quads are quite a bit bigger. So, interesting. Battery life isn't great on the smaller batteries. Battery life is okay, but this is kind of a big battery for a quad this size. Speaking of batteries, I was going to talk briefly about this battery mounting thing here. You can see it's the same green TPU 3D printed parts. I'm going to make some tweaks to this, but I found this design battery mounting system, and basically it's got these rectangles and it's got these brackets, and the brackets go underneath the frame right where the stack screws go. And there's a few problems with this design, so I'm going to edit it. I already started a OpenSCAD version because I needed to custom print new rectangles, basically rubber bands. These are essentially just rubber bands. You could probably actually just use real rubber bands. I don't have any right now, but these little brackets are pretty nice. I'll make some tweaks and see if I can post the modified OpenSCAD files and let people customize them for their shape and size of battery that they have. I definitely recommend this size for playing around inside. I got it so I could fly in the house at the same time as my son, who is 9 and has a Betaflight Cetus FPV kit. And it was just a good way to get him an all-in-one with a nice, nice injection molded plastic shell to protect for guarding the props. So his Cetus FPV drone that he got is a whole kit, everything just for himself. He doesn't have to use any of Dad's janky, drones or parts or anything like that. So yeah, I'm hoping that we have fun flying this together, and maybe we can trade out, and then his younger brother can use one of these and he can use the other one, and we can all race together, and it should be fun. Let's see, one thing I haven't done is I haven't weighed it yet. So 61.11 grams. Let's call that the dry weight. If I add 450 milliamp hour RDQ battery and these two 3D printed rubber band things, 111 grams even. Yep, that's pretty good. It flies okay for indoor, flies okay for outdoor. You could definitely go for a more aggressively pitched prop. I don't think this stack supports 4S. I think it's just 2S or 3S. Yeah, you can post the specs later. Would recommend. Lots of fun.